Hola, ¿qué tal amigos de YouTube? Nuevamente con todos ustedes Karem Suarez. ¡Mua! Les envío un beso, un abrazo gigante y les doy la bienvenida a este nuevo video. Visité la ciudad de Nueva York y pude conocer varias de las empresas más exitosas del mundo, de la mano del programa Visionarium, que te permite hacer estas visitas empresariales mientras exploras la ciudad. Si quieres aprender más del programa de Lala García, haz clic aquí en la tarjeta que en este momento está saliendo en pantalla. Hoy te dejo las recomendaciones de los asesores de imagen de la tienda Brook Brothers. Son útiles tips que te servirán a la hora de vestirte. Este es el video de vestimenta para hombre. En la tarjeta que está saliendo en pantalla tendrás el video de vestimenta para mujer. Y si quieres conocer la historia detrás de Brook Brothers, la marca de ropa más antigua de Estados Unidos, haz clic también en la tarjeta que aparece arriba. Todos los links de los videos te los dejo igual en la cajita de descripción de este video. Ahora sí, iniciemos.
I brought up a couple of our basic items, like a blue blazer, a basic plaid suit, and a pinstripe. But I just wanted to show you that we don't always have to stay this way. For the blue blazer, there's a different blue blazer. This is a younger looking blue blazer, like that, and like this. So it doesn't have to be that kind of a blue blazer like it used to be all the time, which is still very good. But now you can see that we step it up a notch by doing something like this. And a raincoat, where we did a raincoat with a little pattern in it now, instead of just a plain tan khaki raincoat that just gets dirty from a newspaper. And as far as coats, they're not like they used to be, the long coats that our dads used to wear. Now we got a little funky. We did a light gray, which is beautiful, and then something really nice and contemporary with a belt in the back, double-breasted. So your first suit, for a gentleman, the first suit you should have is a solid blue. That's very important for a wardrobe. This is like having a toothbrush. You need it, you have to have it. It'll get you to anything as far as interviews, weddings, getting dressed, God forbid funerals, anything. A blue suit will do everything. Any shirt and any tie goes with a blue solid suit. That should be your first. The second should be a gray suit, which does the same thing as the blue suit, but you can't have the blue suit every day, so you'll get a gray one. Again, solid suit means you can wear any shirt and tie. Keep it straight. So you want to keep one of the items that you're wearing. There's 3 items that you're wearing, the shirt, the tie, and the suit. You want to keep one of them solid. That way everything blends in. You can't have a striped shirt, striped tie, and a plaid suit. Everything gets a little too busy. So if the suit is solid, you can wear a striped shirt, striped tie, anything like that. Where my suit is a little busy, so I wore a solid shirt and a subtle tie. The next 2 suits should be a blue stripe and a gray stripe. That's if you're going to be working in an environment where you have to wear a suit every day. You can't just have a couple of suits. You need about 6 or 7. So the blue suit and the gray suit, and then the blue stripe and the gray stripe. And then you can get into something like a plaid, or a plaid like that, or something like this, which is a window pane, which also works good as a sport jacket. So you could do this with any solid pants. As far as the shirts are concerned, again, the business shirts, if the suit has a pattern, you should have a nice solid shirt, which is pink or white or blue. And you can play with the shirt and tie a little more since the suit is solid. And then, in this case the suit is a stripe. Then when you have the suit that's solid, you can wear something like this or this. This will bring out the solid suit, so it won't clash. And then naturally, for the weekend, you can get a little crazier. This is real nice for a guy. And then we have textured shirts. Textured means they have a texture. You can see that they're not just plain solid. They have the solid color, but you can see a little texture. These are very nice shirts. You have your basic V-neck sweaters in cashmere or cotton. So this happens to be a cashmere, but the same shirt for the summertime comes in cotton, like this, for the spring, summer, or fall, which is not as heavy as the wool. Shoes, we could talk about, are always going to be either brown or black. Whenever you buy the shoe, wherever you buy the shoes, always buy the belt at the same store so the shoe will match the belt. Most stores, when they make shoes, they always have the matching belt. It should always match the shoe. So if you're wearing a brown shoe, you wear a brown belt, and vice versa. Like that. And then you can liven it up with some fancier socks. So just to bring it up a notch. So as far as ties, which are made in Long Island City and Queens, we make thousands and thousands of ties. We're on Instagram. They'll show the tie factory on Instagram, how they're made and how they're sewn by hand, and the way the inside is made to make them hold up. It's very nice to see that on Instagram. And then, I don't recommend for guys, like in New York and I guess in America lately, is a lot of people are wearing knapsacks, or that's what they call it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, knapsacks with their suits.
Messenger bags.
Messenger bags. Because that ruins your suit and it ruins your shoulder, but it ruins mainly, it wears out the suit. So I would get something like a little trendier, like this or this, to keep your stuff in. So, as far as interviews, you always want to go on an interview if you never want to dress better than the guy who's interviewing you, because he's not going to like you then. Always dress with a solid blue suit or a gray suit that's very subtle, very low-key, white shirt, always good on the interview, not any kind of stripe or check. Always go with a white shirt like this, with a subtle tie, until you get the job. And then when you get the job, if you get the job, you see what people around you are wearing, and then you'll know how to dress, going forward. As far as cleaning clothes, this is for the girls too. Women and men don't wear out clothes. Dry cleaning fluid eats them. So the more you dry clean something, the sooner you have to get rid of it. If I have a suit and I dry clean it 3 times, it's gone, because it gets stiff and hard. A suit's supposed to be soft and drapey. When you dry clean it on the 3rd time, it gets like cardboard. It's stiff, it doesn't flow, it feels horrible on you. It actually scratches you. Suits don't have to be dry cleaned, and dresses don't have to be dry cleaned, or blouses don't have to be dry cleaned every time you wear it. You could wear it a few times, especially a suit. A suit could be worn for about 6 to 8 months without dry cleaning. You could have it periodically pressed, but not dry cleaned.
Right.
Cleaning is very, very bad. It's a chemical that's very bad. And it gets out stains, but it kills the wool. It makes it stiff instead of soft. That goes for a lady's trouser, a lady's blouse, a lady's skirt. You don't have to wear it and then wash it or clean it. Unless you fell in a mud. You fell in mud or you got splashed by a bus of mud, you don't have to clean it. You just have to brush it off or have it pressed. Keep that in mind. The way I do it, when I dry clean something, I write a little note and I put it in the pocket with the date that I dry cleaned it. In case you can't remember, you just look in the pocket and you see the date you dry cleaned it. That's the best way to do it. And your clothes will last a lot longer. Like Joellen said, Don't buy a lot of pieces that are cheap just because the prices are good, because they don't last that long. Try and buy one good piece that lasts a lot longer than a few less expensive pieces. As far as going on an interview, be very, very subtle. No big watches, no big rings. Subtle, less is better. Make sure your hair is combed, your nails are clean. This is a little thing that I'm giving you on the side from Brook Brothers. But, you know, he's going to remember everything about you, and he's going to look at everything about you, and unfortunately, that's sometime, even if you don't speak, that's how they judge you. So have a nice, clean pair of shiny shoes. If you had lunch, put a mint in your mouth, comb your hair, and lots of luck. As far as fitting, that is the most important part of the whole outfit, is the way it fits you. Girls are not a small, medium, and large, and guys are not a small, medium, and large. You have sizes. And in those sizes, you have different groups of fitting. At Brook Brothers, we have 3 or 4 different fits. So when you buy a suit here, this says Regent for the guys. It's somewhat the same for the girls. Regent is a slim fit. Not very slim, but pretty slim. Regent. And then you would have one that says Madison. This is your father's suit. This is for a bigger guy who wants more comfort than style. It's a comfortable suit. It's the same suit. We sell the same suit in all different fits. Then you would wear a Milano, if I have one. There's one that says Milano on it. That's very, very slim. Very slim suit, very slim pants, very tapered on the bottom. The whole thing is very slim, and it's a little shorter. It's contemporary. So when you come shopping for a guy in your age group, you will be trying on either a Regent or Milano. That's the fit. Most likely Milano. That's very, very shorter, tighter, sleeker. As far as the shirts, they run the same exact way. When you buy a shirt at Brook Brothers, it would say, the green label would say Milano. This is a very tight shirt. It's tight in the arms, it's tight here, it's tight here. This is a Regent. It's tight, but not as tight as this, but still tight. This is very tight. This is what you should all be wearing. And then you would have a red label that says Madison. This is good for pajamas. This is very full cut. Very loose and baggy. It's for an older guy who's maybe a little bigger. When you buy a shirt for a guy, don't buy small, medium, and large. How your size is by 2 numbers, the neck and the sleeve. This says 15 and a half, 35. That means his neck is 15 and a half and his sleeve length is 35. You try on the shirt wherever you're going, and always buy a good, anytime you're buying a good shirt, it will always say those 2 numbers. It will never say small, medium, and large. Small, medium, and large shirts are for casual wear, weekend, not working. If you're gonna wear a tie, you want the number of the neck and the number of the sleeve. I am a 15-33. My arms are 33 inches from the middle of this line. You measure it here, all the way down to here is 33 for me. That means I will show a little bit of shirt. You see the way my coat is? My jacket's up here and my shirt sticking out a ½ an inch. This is perfect. You want the shirt to stick out a ½ an inch to show the color, the style, and also when my shirt rubs here after a while and wears out, I'll buy a new shirt for $150, opposed to if my suit rubs here for a long time and it wears out, the suit is a lot more expensive. But that's not the only reason. It also looks nicer this way. shirt and then suit. You should always show a little shirt and then the suit. This should not be longer than the shirt. Mine are absolutely perfect. That's the way you want them. Last but not least, for the guys, are the shoes. Every guy thinks he's a 10 or 11. You're all 8 and 9. Good stores have shoes that go this way, the length, and this way, the width. A lot of stores that you shop at, that a lot of people shop at, only have the length. So every time it's tight, the guy keeps giving you a bigger size, which is horrible because he doesn't have the wide ones. Now you're walking around with a shoe that looks like a ski and you think that, oh, I'm a 10 or I'm 11, but you're not. You're an 8 or 9, like the average person. So always go and buy a shoe where they sell the width and the length, not just the length.
Right.
Because then you're gonna have skis. So, it's time for some questions.
Y hasta aquí este video. Si te gustó, dale like, déjame tu comentario en la parte de abajo y por supuesto suscríbete a este canal. ¡Mua! Se despide desde Nueva York Karem Suarez, les envío un beso, un abrazo gigante y recuerden que este canal es para seres humanos más humanos y felices.